So you're a twitch thought, nasty greedy witch thought, tier 3 grabbing bitch thought, pimping out your sim thought.
Uh, and okay, does it include like, I mean, do you think like time is a thing?
Yes,
Do you think time is like physical?
it can be. Yeah,
It can be.
yeah.
Yeah, bro, I don't know about that. Wait, okay, bro, okay, what? How would time even be physical? Okay, look, if time is like
By the
absolute
events being
time,
physical.
yeah, but time isn't the events. Like the events
What?
is physical, but time is
Okay,
not physical.
time is
It
the
count back.
whole. It's all of the. Yes, it is. It's the progression of events. All of the events, including past, present, and future. That's how Oxford defines time.
Yeah.
Is the progression?
Okay, yeah, we can get the definite. Okay, time definition: the indefinite continued progress of existence and events in the past, present, and future, regarded as a whole. That's what time is. So if all of the events were to be physical, then yes, time would also be physical. So yes, time can be physical.
I don't know.
And then yeah, but yeah, Zeno destroyed all of that because the rings that whatever character
No,
has
there's
represent.
Yeah.
other definitions, bro. There's other definitions, and I
Bro,
don't
it
know
Other
doesn't matter. That's
definitions
the
of what?
definition
of
that we're
time.
using. It doesn't
Merriam
matter. The point is that there are rings that represent universes or like timelines or whatever. And when Zeno goes on to destroy this universe or timeline, he says, "I'm gonna destroy everything," and even Goku says that there is literally nothing there. And then we see the ring that represents the timeline get destroyed, meaning that that universe and the events within it also all got destroyed.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
finna go get the
okay,
skins
I
for
can
that.
agree he destroyed all things physical in there, but I don't think he can destroy the abstract things. And also, this definition of time, I think,
Time,
also,
bro. I didn't even make that claim. I said he's destroying the timeline. So the timeline, okay. When I'm saying he's destroying the timeline, he's destroying the universe, the space time continuum.
yeah, okay. Look, so there's a definition for Merriam-Webster that I think also best explains
Wait,
what.
we need to send it. Wait, who has the scans? Who has the
Also,
scans?
everything you in front of saying is wrong because I'm finna send it in scans.
Wait, yeah,
Because Goku also goes on and say
Bro,
about when they talk about timelines, they talk about the universes as well. It's the same thing. Goku says it right here. I'm finna go get the
wait,
scan
send the
when he's
scans in chat.
okay. Let me get this right here.
Wait,
Every fucking
where are you
timeline
sending?
is
Where are you
as
sending the scans?
universes.
Wait,
Oh, I'm
where are
sending
you
his
sending it?
scans.
Where the fuck is scans
Right
chat? Oh, I see
here.
it.
Hold on. I'm finna send the other one too, the one you talking about.
Yeah, yeah, and then send the ring shit. Who has the ring scan like where like the rings get destroyed? Because there's like rings that represent the universes, and the rings get destroyed.
I'm finna send that too. I'm finna send awesome scans. And also the rings.
You wanna talk about the inverse thing where you actually do
Yeah,
inverse?
yeah. As for the inverse thing, I don't think Zeno actually destroys the entire timeline or actually all of the material within the timeline. I think it's more likely that he destroys all the fucking, or not the fucking. He doesn't destroy all the spatial axes. I just think he
I
destroys the
didn't say that. Never said that. So I'm
okay.
not saying I'm not no. So I'm saying that he's destroying the space-time continuum, not that he's destroying space and time itself. So I'm not saying that he's destroying the third axis of space or the second axis of space or any of that or the dimension of space. I'm not saying that either. But the things that make up the space-time continuum, like the events that exist within time and the galaxies and planets that exist, that's what Zeno is destroying. And we see that on panel because we see a whole universe or a whole planet and these people and all of that, and that gets destroyed. And Goku says that the universe gets destroyed, which would obviously include the galaxies and the planets and etc. So all of those things got destroyed, but obviously the concept, or not the concepts, obviously the spatial axes of space and time still exist,
Okay,
or
then.
the temporal
So are you
axes
just
of
are you
time.
just arguing that your character just would be able to destroy the material of said things?
Yeah, so what's gonna happen is that Zeno's gonna destroy the entire space-time continuum, meaning that he's gonna destroy all events in the past, present, and future. So your character, which exists within the space-time continuum, will get destroyed throughout past, present, and future. So your character would have never ever existed.
Yeah, I'm a little confused by that because a space-time continuum is a mathematical model in which combines space and time into a single four-dimensional continuum. So are you saying he's destroying a mathematical model, but that doesn't make sense. If you're saying he's destroying the universe and the time within the universe, I don't think time is like the type of thing that can be destroyed.
You don't think time can be destroyed, but you need time to have space. If you destroy space, you also destroy time itself. So I don't
No,
see
I
what you're
don't.
trying to
I
get.
don't. No, if you just no, if you prove that.
But what you
Okay,
mean? No,
so
that's a
what's the
mathematical
issue?
model that
Can you
Einstein
prove?
uses.
Wait, can you prove that if you destroy space, you destroy time?
Do you not?
What's
You talking about
Yeah. Just,
Einstein
what's the
mathematical
no,
issue?
model?
I did
Did
not.
he
I did
prove that
not say
himself?
that.
You want me to get that?
I don't know
Okay,
how.
I'm finna go get it. No. I'm finna go get it.
Yeah,
And when I
bro.
okay, go get it. Stop talking.
When
No,
I'm
I said.
saying this, when I'm
I,
saying the space time continuum, I'm not talking about the. I'm not saying he's destroying the axes. When I'm saying continuum,
I know you're
I
not.
mean all of the events that happen throughout
Space.
time. Yeah, throughout space and time. And so
Yeah.
and when I say he's that's what I mean. That's it.
Wait, how does he? Okay, so you destroy things that happened within the past.
Yes, bro. He
I
destroys
mean, those
everything.
events have already taken place. How are they being destroyed?
He
And if
he
you
makes
wait,
them. He makes it
and if
where
you
he makes
and if
it
you
where it
destroy,
never existed. That's what happens.
okay, yeah, can you prove that?
It's stated the time
Okay,
the
okay, wait.
rings.
It is stated that the things within the past have been destroyed so that they never ever
Nah,
existed.
the rings represent. Oh my god, who has the scan talking about the fucking rings? Or
I
what
do.
chapter is it in Super
Oh, hold on. Let me
Rings
get into it.
Dragon Balls
No,
It's
Super?
chapter
not.
66.
Yo, can I send scans? Because or y'all is that like outside
Yes,
hours?
please
Yes,
send
no, you
scans,
send it.
bro. Just
Alright.
any
You can send.
scan giving a description of the shit.
Wait, Bradley, who was that Italian man on your PFP?
That did not mean nothing.
You said what?
Who was that Italian man on your PFP?
Italian nigga. This nigga black.
When
He could
does
be black and
Zeno
Italian.
first?
They
When
got
does
long ass
Zeno
nose, bro.
destroy the
Hey,
Oh,
but
you talking about the time rings? Hold on, let me go get it.
Why that nigga got long ass nose, bro?
When does
what are you trying to prove so I can know what the scans to
bro,
get?
bro,
just send the description of the
bro.
Rings.
He
Hold
claims
on.
that like the past events have gotten destroyed. I'm just asking like, if he could prove that because that's not true.
Around
Oh,
26,
okay, hold
27.
Are
on.
you trying to say that he can't prove something like that?
No, I'm just saying like he can't prove that the past events
Do you
existed.
think that's really not in the series?
No, I don't think the past events were destroyed. I think like the present moment. Yeah. That shit doesn't.
No cap.
I think it's fact.
It's just really can't say that the rings represent time.
The time rings. Hold on, I got the clue right here. Nope, wrong
Bro,
clue.
someone needs to.
Yep.
Yeah,
Look.
who
No. Okay.
Mexican mom
So
is that in the
okay.
back?
Here's a scan proving that it's time, or like help furthering prove my point that it's time. It doesn't say the past, but it does say that Trunk. But in the end, Trunk's future is gone. And then it says,
Yeah, the future is gone because the present no longer exists. Yeah, I agree with that. Because the present is what anchors the future.
yeah,
And
but I don't know.
what I mean by that
But
is,
hold on, let me just send, bro. Like, I gotta find where he's talking about the thing.
yeah, I agree that the future was destroyed because the future is contingent upon the present. And if the present is not there, then no more. The future is not there. But the past is what I'm like questioning. I don't know how you can destroy something within the past. Now, if you can
Wait,
Damn.
put the past,
Hold on, hold on. Let me send this real quick for you.
but I don't even know how you prove something was destroyed in the past.
Wait, sync.
Yeah.
Do I use barbarians level 7 or do I use the knight level
Wait,
4?
I prove. Wait, hold on. Prove something destroying the past.
Probably barbarians because night level 4 kind of buns. You gotta upgrade it more.
Yeah, Night Love for his
But night is better than barbarians in
Oh,
general.
I forgot. I am debating. I'm silly goose. Wait, hold on. So what's the argument being proven? I was getting scams.
Yeah, so the scan he sent didn't prove that the past was destroyed. It said that the future was destroyed. And I'm
But isn't
saying,
that the
yeah,
whole point of the rings? Is go to the past
stop,
as
stop,
physical.
stop. I wasn't even done.
Yeah.
Look, but
But I just
the
need a
point I'm
scan.
making
I just need the scans describing the
the point I'm
rings.
making here is that yes, the
No.
future is destroyed, and that's because the future is contingent
Mhm.
upon the past, not the past, my bad, the present. So if the present is no longer here, which is true because the present was just destroyed by Zeno, then the future would no longer be here because it's contingent upon the present. But that
But
doesn't prove that the past is gone. All right, that doesn't prove that the past is gone.
Okay, do you agree? And I want to ask mostly Tokyo. Do you agree that the rings are made, or that the rings you can go back in time with the rings, and that's what the rings are for? The rings are for to go back and forward and backwards in time, and that they represent that.
Kind of, yeah, yeah. They do allow you to go
I
back in
have
time.
the scan
So
right
then,
here.
what do you think it would mean symbolic, or like? So then, if the ring gets destroyed randomly, and we see that he destroys the universe, that's how it's described. What do you think that would mean, like symbolically speaking? If that these rings that are supposed to represent time, and that you can go back and forth and in the future, but now it suddenly gets destroyed, you can't go through anywhere.
You can
What do
go
you think that
back.
would mean? Like, yeah, and they call them rings of time. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent it right here. So even though the president is destroyed, that means he can still go back in the past before it's destroyed, but he can't
Yeah,
close do
exactly.
that.
See, yeah, thank you. Yes, finally. All right, cool. So the whole thing is just destroyed, bro. Like the whole
And
timeline is
the
destroyed,
totality of
and it
it.
makes sense because do you not think that the whole of time would be included within the universe, broadly speaking?
The only problem I have with this is that we see Goku is able to travel back to this timeline despite it being, destroyed. It's not supposed to exist anymore.
No, the ring
Wait,
is
no, what can you
destroyed.
prove that? What?
Yeah, can you prove that?
Yeah,
Goku literally what? Yeah, Goku literally went back to it. What are you talking
yeah. He
about?
literally goes back in time to pick up the previous Zeno in the
Hey,
manga.
good shit. Identity.
He goes back in to the spaceship, goes back in time. Or my bad, he goes to the
Yeah,
future.
but you
He
can't
goes
prove that
to
that's the
Venom.
same world. You have to prove that
You're gonna
he
have to
went
What?
back
prove
in time
that,
in
and
that world.
also that's
Yeah,
wrong.
that's
I have
the
it right here
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Hold up. Yeah. So how I would go around proving it is that Zeno states this is the reality that is destroyed, that is completely and totally destroyed. Everything is gone according to him. So it would be more likely to say that he's probably like fucking. It's more likely to say that it is the same universe than just a random universe where he just like destroyed everything or just all material composition instead.
Hmm?
Yeah, he
What are
think
you
it's
talking
more
about?
likely, and he gave a reason for that. And also, look, if you look, oh my bad, you really this guy about
Wait, send the scan. Send the
Yeah,
scan
I'm gonna
that
get
says
All
one.
right,
that.
give me
Send
I'm
the
give me
so
a
scan
second.
of
lost.
them
Let me
going
send
back
it.
into the universe and then them
yes,
claiming that this is the universe that Zeno destroyed.
Yeah, I got
this
you. Give me a second.
more sense. Okay, I already got the scans, my bad, but it just makes more sense for it to be the same universe because they use the exact same methodology in order to go back to the place.
No, they don't, because the ring is
Yes,
destroyed.
they use a
Yes, they
spaceship.
do.
My bad. They use a
Because they
You,
use
time.
a
you can
time.
use
They
them
don't
as
use a ring.
scans.
Yes,
They
Like
don't
they
that's
use
what
use
a
a
we've
ring
been
to
time
make
asking
a time
signature.
for.
machine.
I sent it in lounge. I sent it in lounge. You can see it right there.
I sent this, but it also goes around.
Like
Do you
this
think you could
is
go PC real
blatantly the
quick?
same methodology in which they use to go from the past or my present to the timeline was
Yeah,
destroyed and the
where,
timeline
but
wasn't there.
how is this the
Then
same
they would.
timeline? Where does it say
I'm
it's the
saying it's
same
more
timeline?
likely.
Why?
It's a method. Yeah, because they use the exact same methodology in order to go back
That
to
does,
the
yeah,
timeline
but
they're
What
at.
methodology? Like,
that
They
doesn't
use
even.
a
How does
time
that
machine.
increase?
That's
How does
methodology.
that prove anything? How does having the
Yeah,
same method of traveling worlds prove
because
that it's the same world?
because
because he's
each
seeing
ring is a different time.
If
I'm
I
so
were to
he's
lost.
seeing
destroy Mars
no
and then I recreate Mars, or sorry, yeah, I recreate Mars and it's like blue now, and I can still use the same mythology to go to this blue
no
Mars. What are
no
you
if you
talking about? This doesn't increase likelihood at all.
no if you
Yeah.
Where in
let
the
me
scan does it even
no
imply
you
that
gonna
this is the same world?
Hold on. Let me look at this game real quick. I don't see it.
look,
I
yes the
I
point
explained the methodology of how it would more probably be the same world than how
Yeah,
it be.
yeah, I know, but you still need to send the scan of them going to that world and then them making the claim that Zeno just destroyed this world. Then I would accept that, but you haven't.
Okay, give me a second. Give me a second.
no,
I'll pull
you
the
can
manga.
just check chat bro you can just check chat.
But I
I
checked chat. Where in the scan does it say that Zeno destroyed the world? It doesn't say that.
I
What
sent it already.
you destroyed the
No,
world
the world where
you that's
androids
Are
literally
you
your
guys
devastated.
talking
sentence
about? Okay, quick question. Are you guys
your
talking about the manga or the
sentence
anime? Because if
We're
it's
talking about the manga.
okay, then don't send the anime scans. Then I got it.
Nowhere
I
in that
sent
scan
the
says
scan,
Xeno.
by the way, if y'all was curious about where
Yeah.
we are here, and they go back in time, or they go to the present time where the world where Zamas was killed, and then another timeline where the new world where Zamas no longer existed when Beerus killed him. So that's a different timeline. I sent the scan.
Also, for example, Mon, about the red mod and the blue mod, no, the methodology wouldn't be the exact same because now the world is
Yes,
blue.
it would.
No, okay, wait. If you do the
You're
exact same
using the same
process,
spaceship.
then
Fuck.
no, if you use the exact same process, then it should come out to be red. If it's not red,
That's
then you
not what
must.
I said, bro. You did not understand what I was saying. My point was that I can use the exact same spaceship that I went to Mars in. Then let's say hypothetically there was some character that destroyed Mars and made a blue Mars. I can
That's not
still
the
use
same
that
mod.
exact same. Shut up. I can use the exact same spaceship to go to that blue Mars, and that does not
Nah,
prove. And so that proves that just using the mythology does not actually imply that the place that the thing is going to is the same thing at all. Because I can use the same mythology and go to two distinct different things. Like what? So there's no implication there. So just send the scan where it's stated that Zeno destroyed
Yeah,
the world.
yeah. I sent it. I sent it. Zeno
Wait,
says
destroy the
everything's gone.
world.
Where send it in scan chat.
Wait, Mono, you
Okay,
talking
okay,
about the
okay.
universe like it was in initially with originally that he destroyed? Is that the scan you asked me for?
I don't know
Because
what the fuck they
I
talking
do
about.
agree that the time ring
Oh,
does
you're talking
did
about
this.
this scan? Yeah, you have to prove this is the exact same timeline. Just
Yeah, this
because ju- just because Zeno is still residing there does not mean that he can't just be in a new timeline after destroying the previous timeline.
It,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a new
yeah. Okay, I'll
timeline.
explain.
I sent the
I'll
scan.
explain. I'll explain. Yeah. So the reason why I say it's more likely to be the same timeline is because, well, one, Zeno has no reason to go travel to a randomly different timeline and
All
then
right,
just
let's
destroy
move
all the
on.
material composition
I
Move on.
sent
in this
I
Nah,
said
that's
sent
not
it
a
Let's move
point.
already.
on.
I
That's not
wasn't done.
a point.
I sent the
So
scan. It
Yeah,
literally
I'm saying
shows you it's a different timeline.
we can conclude, but you can finish, but we can
yeah.
conclude.
All right. Yeah. So first of all, it doesn't make any like sense for why Zeno would go to a random timeline after destroying one and destroy all the material composition within this said timeline and say, well, everything's gone. Considering that you are trying to imply that he destroyed the entire timeline um because of Fusamasu. Now, um, on top of that, he does say that like um he does say earlier before he erases the timeline, he says, Goku says, "Don't you want to erase all of them?" And he says, "Yes, I think so." And then he says, "A world like this," and then disappear. So it straight up implies that yeah, everything within the timeline is gone. Now we get further clarification that he does reiterate that yes, everything is gone. Um, and on top of that, I believe I would have to check, but Goku does say to Trunks that yeah, they have to head back to the same fucking timeline to
Yeah,
rescue
they
Z.
have
Send
to head back to
yeah,
get. They
send
have
this
to head
thing where
back to
Trump
get
says
Zeno
that.
to bring Zeno back.
Okay, so one, you're strawman in my argument. I never said that Zeno is going to a different timeline or whatever. Zeno can be in the exact same world that Goku summoned him in. And yes, it could be the case that Goku intended to summon Goku, or sorry, intended to summon Zeno to destroy specifically um the fucking green alien things, but Zeno just doesn't do that, and he destroys absolutely everything.
He
It can
did.
that can
Yeah,
simply
that's
And he
just
took
be
him
the
back to
case.
I'm
his
I'm a,
main
Exactly, and
universe,
we
by the
already sent
way.
the evidence. Exactly, and we already sent the evidence for that. I don't give a fuck about Goku's intentions. And
Um,
then
yeah,
two,
that's not what I'm
nobody.
saying.
And then two. I'm not. I'm not making the. And two, when he does destroy this timeline in that world, a new timeline can instantly just pop up and appear without Zeno needing to do anything. So Zeno isn't creating a new timeline or anything like that. It just instantly happens. It's just a
Yeah,
byproduct of
that's
it
really
happening because Zeno is still within time. This is just being like I guess the start of time in this fucking timeline.
yes. So
Okay.
yeah, first of all, that's so unparsimonious, and also second of all,
It
you
doesn't
show
matter
any
because
implication
your
within. Wait,
interpretation
shut up.
doesn't
Wait,
even
shut up.
explain. Also, that's not even
Wait,
true.
hello,
wait, 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 wait.
Your
We
right.
let you guys talk. We
interpretation
let you guys
literally
talk.
doesn't
Let me
explain
finish,
how
nigga.
the
I'm still talking.
glass or how the
That's
ring
a
of
lot. That's
separation.
another
Moderation,
ring of
Look, look,
moderation,
time.
look.
There
Shut
should
up.
be another
Anyway,
person.
Mono, yo,
moderation,
Mono and Ryan,
moderation.
bro. Let Zenny finish his speech. God damn, nigga.
look, yes, I was saying there's no implication within Dragon Ball at
Let's
all
move
that you
on.
can show us, me and Tokyo, by the way, that you can show in which shows that there are new timelines that pop up immediately after one is destroyed.
Let's
There's no
conclude.
indication of that. Can you show that? Like, if you can, then
Yeah,
that
let's
just makes
conclude. Let's
no
conclude.
reason.
Common
I sent
sense.
the scan
I
where
don't.
it
I'm not proving
says
shit. It's literally common sense. Let's
impossible. That's
conclude.
another timeline.
Yeah,
Couldn't it be
let's
another
conclude.
parallel
Like
world
they're
that just
literally moving.
appeared?
That's the evidence. Let's conclude.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
And
we can make
also,
that point.
wait, y'all don't have nothing against the what's called Zeno going back to the
Yeah, you're an
main
idiot,
timeline
bro.
universe.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Mm.
Yeah, we don't want to hear from you, bro.
It says it
Okay.
in the scan I seen like 5
There is
times.
also
Bro,
yeah,
Yeah,
there is
exactly.
also there's
Literally
also
none of
more.
you keep saying it doesn't matter if yours is more parsimonious. Yours lacks
It does.
explanatory power.
It's
Your
a, it's
if
a
he destroyed all
interpretation. That's
material
what.
composition, then it wouldn't follow that the rings got destroyed. The rings get destroyed. Your things
Yeah,
doesn't
correct.
explain what the fuck is happening in the series. We can conclude it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
All right,
just
just
to
move on.
hold on,
Well,
I
let me
want to
see
be
one more
very
scan, please.
hold on. I want to be very clear.
Yeah,
The whole point I'm addressing is the rings being destroyed, implying that the timeline is being destroyed. I
We
think that
already
is not
proved
the
it.
case. I think that if a
Why?
universe is like improbably possible to just to be like acted in. Like unless you are like for example Goku, Xeno, or like you are previously a part of that universe, then the time ring does get erased because now that universe does not have any material composition to harbor mortals in. And
What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, I
That's
have a
not what
No,
question.
we're
I
pretty
have a
much
saying
question
though.
for
pretty
you
much
then.
So
all I'm
then,
hold up,
and
yeah, pretty
so
much all I'm
so
saying, hold
so
up,
Wait, wait, I
in
yeah,
the
have
pretty much
one
scans,
question.
I'll
no, because
hold
he's
on,
literally
I'll
hacking
sum
it.
down
In
my
the
point. I'll sum down
scans,
my point.
they're specifically only talking about time. Where the fuck are you getting that they're going to a place where they need to go to some material place? They
no,
never
he's
say
not
that.
saying that.
These are rings of time. The point of the rings are just to migrate to whatever point in time you want to go to. Where you don't, you're making shit up, literally.
Wait,
So there
also,
could be
wait,
The
what's
literally
rings
your
are
wait, what's
nothing
your claim
material.
after the
There could
manga
be
cleanse I
nothing
sent
material.
after
The
wait,
rings
hold
would
on.
still
After
work.
Zeno destroyed like the whole world, what's your argument against it shows the ring getting destroyed? So what's your argument against that?
Yeah,
Literally, bro.
I'm just saying that's in reference to just the timeline or the universe in question for the timeline just being inhabitable.
What?
But
Yeah, let's
but
conclude.
also it's
Let's
also saying that there's
conclude.
nothing
Let's
there, and
conclude. Let's
That's
after
conclude.
that
It's
claim, they
so
went back to their
retarded. It
main
don't even make
universe.
sense.
yeah, they went back to the main universe, but they also travel back to the same timeline in question.
But you
What?
wait, hold on. That's
Bro,
also
you
wrong
keep
because the
saying
scan
that.
I
Prove
sent shows
that.
that they
Yeah,
didn't.
I literally
Bro, we
did.
already
You
proved
never
Yeah,
addressed
let's
it.
conclude. You
I
didn't
sent the
prove
scan.
shit.
It
Let's
states a
conclude. Who do
new
you want to conclude
world where
to?
you can
Zamus
pull
is no
up on
longer
bro.
Nah,
exists.
bro,
It says
Ryan,
the
they
Yo,
order
didn't
was
prove nothing.
killed.
They didn't prove nothing. Let's conclude. Who do you want to
Yeah,
Hey,
conclude?
so
hey, y'all move on to our point, bro.
No, wait, who are you concluding to?
Nobody,
We
bro.
can we can
Yo,
conclude to
Brayley.
Stars.
Nah, I want to judge.
Yo,
Yo, Brayley. Can we
what's
conclude
good?
to you?
Stars. Yeah, I'm fine with concluding to
I kind
Brayley
of
or
heard it.
Stars.
I
Really,
I
kind of
wasn't.
heard
I
it.
wasn't. I ain't gonna lie. I
I'm
wasn't here for.
ready.
I think so.
I
Y'all
was
had me
here. I
talking.
was paying a
My
lot of
bad.
attention.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yo, I had a
Um,
question. I had a question.
what's up?
Yo, Ryan, nigga, do you watch Venable?
He's that nigga does not watch it, bro.
Because
Yo,
there is okay. Now that we're
nigga
done
trying to
with this
make this shit
point,
up mid debate.
yeah,
You want to
because
conclude
we're
that
done with this
figures?
point, there is justification for
Hey, Sync,
when a
which
new
one, Sync? Which
timeline
one,
gets
Sync?
destroyed.
Sync,
There,
Sync?
Yo, Ram.
What?
What the fuck
bro.
is this nigga
Anyways,
talking?
you said what
No.
took you?
Yeah, there
Get
is
Ram ready.
justification for when when an alternate possibility happens, a new timeline is made, but there isn't justification for when a new timeline or when a timeline is
Yeah,
destroyed.
it's
A new
erased.
timeline.
Yeah, a new one comes. Yeah, there's like no implication of that in Dragon Ball anywhere. Like, it's never shown, stated, implied. I don't know where they're getting
Who do
that
you
from.
want to conclude to, bro?
Yeah, I don't mind. We can go to like Infinity and
We
Brayley.
can
Yo,
Wait, if
Infinity
Asylum is
Bridge.
wait,
fine.
Mono, you
Asylum
get
too.
conclusions
Asylum is
yet?
fine.
He said what?
Goopy.
Bro,
You
I
get
ain't judging a
conclusions
weak
yet?
ass debate, nigga.
Yo,
Yo,
bro,
Infinity.
shut
Nobody
up,
asked your
bro. You're
Bring
dumb
not
that
gonna
ass.
crown.
judge me. Shut up.
Literally nobody
My fault,
had
bro.
to judge.
That nigga wasn't even
Bro,
here,
my
bro. What the
fault,
fuck?
bro. My fault, bro.
Yo,
I'm sorry, man. My fault, man.
Hey, who I replace with the Rams?
bro. Hey,
Nigga,
What
hey,
is
we
this
just
replace
nigga
need to
that
go to
talking
crown with
about?
Brayley,
that
bro.
tongue.
We just
Yo, wait,
explain our point
Infinity.
to
Do you have
Brayley.
any siblings, bro?
Yeah,
I thought you were an only child.
Hey,
yeah.
I got.
yo,
We
these
can,
Yo, what's
these
Wait,
seven
hold on,
guys
Mono. Do you get
right here.
conclusions yet?
Hey, but chill, wait, chill.
nah,
If you niggas said
Are they
anything, I did
older or
not
younger?
wait,
nah,
chill.
we haven't said
Younger.
anything.
Hey, y'all niggas said anything, I did not hear. But I don't cap. Okay, the point about
I have.
like, okay, the point about like it being a separate timeline or like a separate parallel world. How did like Zenny and Tokyo respond to that?
I
Yeah,
said
thank
it's
you, bro.
less. Yeah, I said it was less probable for it to be a new timeline or new or yeah to be a new timeline, considering that one, Zeno does say that everything is destroyed within the realm that they are
Yeah, we know,
already in.
bro. We know why, but don't worry, bro. We know why.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, but
yeah.
how was that like exclusive with like it being
Thank
insane?
you. That doesn't
How was that?
refute anything.
Yeah,
And that
so
doesn't defeat the
I'm just
scan
saying
I sent.
it's more likely than not to be the same timeline because one, Zeno says that everything is gone, everything obviously being, all the material composition. Two, it would make no sense why
Oh,
Zeno would for some reason travel to a new timeline where no material composition exists, just to fucking hang out in
He didn't
no fucking possible
what?
that
like a
that
non-possible
happened
world.
in the fucking.
Not and
Yeah,
three, Goku does.
am I not tracking or something?
No,
Okay.
he's not tracking. So
He's
okay,
not
No,
tracking.
okay,
I
bro.
sent this
Let
scan.
me
They
let me
went to
explain.
Goku
I'll just
universe,
he's
not
explain.
not
another
tracking.
I'll
possible
explain.
universe.
So
I'll
To
explain Tokyo's point simply. So he's just saying that it would make no sense for Zendo to travel to another possible world in which, or my bad, another possible timeline in which nothing exists. And it's just never shown that Zeno can actually do this. And number two, he used my bad. What's the name? Goku? Yeah, Goku uses the time machine to go back to the exact same timeline. So that's just another reason why.
taking the
Um,
question.
How does that
So
Wait, hold
refute?
on, wait,
How does
Brawly.
that
I sent the
how does that
scan
refute
of
the
what
scan? Yeah, how
happened.
does that refute the scan there, Ryan, instead of it being a parallel world though?
yeah, we agree it's a parallel. They're saying that can you prove it's the same parallel world that just got destroyed, and we're saying yes, we can. It's more likely.
Okay, just look at they said can you prove it's the same parallel world that
no,
just
okay.
got
So this is
destroyed?
no,
Yes,
no,
yeah,
because this
and
is
we're
the
giving a
argument.
microscope razor for our interpretation, and
Yeah,
Okay,
it makes no
I'm
sense.
assuming that they're saying that Zeno destroyed everything inside of the temporal continuity in one parallel
yeah.
world, and you're trying to say it only extends to one.
What? No, bro,
no,
no. They're just saying
we're
can
just
you
saying
prove
That is what
because
we're
look,
saying. That's literally our
we
argument.
go we go against their point, and we were basically just saying that um, bro, they basically
yeah,
just
hold
started
on, hold on.
writing,
We're
and they just
basically
asked
we're
us.
all we're
Yeah,
saying is that yeah, I'm just saying it's more likely to be the case that Zeno destroys all material composition instead of the actual timeline, all of time and
there you go.
all the space, all this like all this
All right,
spatial
all right.
access.
Can
Okay,
we conclude?
Wait,
okay,
wait.
and
Yeah.
Ryan, how do you respond to this, bro?
Wait, no. Me and Mud already saying, already made the claim that the rings is supposed to go back in time. Just because the president destroyed, why can't go back to the past? That's kind of contradictory to our
No,
whole claim.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on,
add,
hold on, hold
add
on.
Wait,
Ryan did add
and that
Ryan did
we sent the
yeah,
scans by the way too of that. What's it
did
called? The
says
whole point
scans.
of the time is
Wait,
travel back to the
chill.
past.
Ryan did add that the ring also got the ring for the parallel timeline that was made off of that world did get destroyed. So how do you respond to that?
Yeah, I
no. I
said
mean
it's
that's
more. Yeah, I said
this
it's more
what
likely to be the. I said it's more likely to be the case that it's in reference to just the world in the timeline in question being inhabitable by mortals or by
We give
by
any
gods.
basis for that
Hey,
because
yo.
Yeah,
hold on.
Mono
We
asked
did
the
Because
we
scans
told
I'm
him to
just
too.
give. Hold on. We
I'm
told
just
him to
making
give an
another
actual
interpretation to
basis.
justify.
What's described in the scan says absolutely nothing about habitability or
You niggas are
even
fucking
anything about the
trolls,
world
man.
itself. The point of the ring, simply put, is to move through time. That's it. Does not say anything about if the space or anything about the fucking universe in there. So that's an implication he made that he didn't even prove. He didn't even fucking tell us where in the scan
I'm
where
just
that
making an
what he
equal
Wait, so
interpretation.
chill.
yeah, it's an
So
equal
Bro, that's
interpretation.
not an interpretation. It's
Yes, it
headcanon,
is.
nigga. An interpretation has something in the script to back it up. You have nothing. You had just made it
Yeah,
up.
also in
But
the
no,
scan, like it literally explains to you it can go to the
both
past,
equally
present,
explains
and
it.
future of that set universe. Like I don't like if you read a scan, it will show you what it says. But he
Also,
clearly can't.
Literally.
also, they contradict it. Like they contradict each other. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're dumb as
No,
fuck.
no, we
no,
literally
bro,
said something
Ryan just
fine.
said,
If
bro,
it was just the physicality
Ryan
of the
just said,
universe, he'll still be able to go back in time where it still exists. But he can't
wait,
because Xeno destroyed
chill.
all points of time.
Wait, chill. How did they contradict each other?
yeah. So
Yeah.
Ryan made the claim that just because the president's stored, why can't they go back to the past or to the future? When Mono earlier made the claim that everything within timeline was stored, including the past, future, and
Well,
present.
Yeah,
You
there's a
said
new
Ryan said
Yeah,
what?
timeline
so
That was
dummy.
the question for
Ryan made a
you.
claim that stated, just because the president destroyed, why can't they go back to the past or the
No,
future?
is he
And Mono's
retarded?
point would go against that in like directly because he's
He's
saying that
saying that
everything is.
because the
Bro,
present
shut
is
up.
removed,
No,
how
let
is
me
it
finish.
possible, dumbass? He's asking
You
how
still
is
let
it possible
you
for you to go to the
just cut me off.
present
Bro,
or to go to the past?
No,
yo,
wait.
future
What I'm
term?
asking was
No,
a question. Like, if the
wait, you
whole
know how to
point
think
of the
then?
rings is go back to the past, just because the present is
You guys are retarded,
destroyed,
bro.
how?
You
Why
guys are
can't he
retarded.
go back to the
Yeah,
past
you
where
guys
it
can
still
move on.
exists?
You guys
Yes,
can move
thank
on to our
you.
point.
Thank you.
Like,
Yes.
I'm asking
Hey,
you a
why,
question.
yo,
How
why
do
do you
that
think,
make any sense?
you know, there's like a blatant, bro, you know, there's like a blatant as fuck statement saying like the time rings, well, the green time rings specifically are for the parallel worlds, right?
Yeah, do y'all should move on to our point, bro? Like,
Bro,
yeah,
all right, but so okay, so that means Zeno can destroy timeline, can destroy everything within space, like the universe, and he can destroy it in all points in time.
no, what?
Yes, we got judgment.
No,
We
Like, bro,
got
you didn't
no.
judgment.
attack
I
shit,
wait.
bro. Like,
Number
what?
one,
Okay, well,
number one.
I didn't say who wants, I didn't say who wants specifically, but low key, uh,
Now
I
this is the point
would,
for the time. You just gotta prove all of
yeah,
that.
I would say,
Bitch,
I guess,
retarded nigga. What the
lying
fuck
Yo,
do you
example
think
Mono,
is
we
that
chill
sent
the
to
fuck
Zeno?
out, nigga. God damn, bro.
We
time
literally
rings
sent the
Yo,
scan.
This
Zeno
nigga
destroying
Mono is
everything. That was the
yo,
no, bro.
calm the
Mono
fuck
starts
down, nigga.
fucking tweaking every other fucking statement. Like, relax, nigga. Damn, bro. It's not that fucking deep. Shit.
as I was
Yeah,
saying.
Every
nigga,
single
talk
time Zay
because
open his mouth, bro, this nigga foaming at the mouth, bro. Like,
because
calm
this nigga
down.
is just dumb. He's saying prove extra shit. I've already fucking proven. Why the fuck am I
no,
gonna have to
you
prove
made
more
Bro,
more
shit?
chill,
Like
bro.
what?
arguments.
You
I
gotta
just
prove it,
proven
man.
it.
Arguments.
We
Just
concluded
prove it,
on
man.
everything.
No, you guys proved that the timeline isn't the same one as the one that he destroyed. Okay, sure, but still,
No,
it doesn't
no,
prove that the
that's
past.
so
Wait,
false.
shut up, nigga. Yo, Ryan, please shut up.
Okay.
But look, that doesn't prove that the past, the future, and the present were all destroyed. All right, I could grant that
So
the
what the
present
fuck were
was
we
destroyed.
debating about the whole time, bro?
Yeah,
If
the
Jewish
point
people
we were just
exist,
debating about right
Can I
now.
finish?
Yeah, the point we're debating about right now that we asked Braley for judgment on was whether the timeline was the same one that Zeno destroyed.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
wrong.
that was just the point because you guys made some random claim and said that can you prove it's the same timeline? And we just debated that and
That
showed
was
how
the
we had
no, that
found
was the
judgment on
sub
that.
point. That was the initial argument because the initial argument is that he destroyed all points of time when he destroyed the
Thank
universe.
you.
That was the initial argument
Yeah, and
because
you guys
that's the
never
whole
proved the
point.
past.
Wait,
You
hold on,
guys
stop
never
talking.
proved
Wait,
nothing.
hold on, because y'all was trying to argue he just destroyed the physicality of the universe. Instead, all
Wait,
points of
what were the
time.
arguments? What were the arguments for that one? At that point.
Yes, thank you.
That's what we were talking about this entire
That was
time.
just we were just talking about how
No,
he
no,
destroyed the
I
y'all
physicality of
okay.
the
The
universe.
point that I just gave y'all judgment on was for the whether or not they're parallel or not.
Hey, thank
What was
you.
the argument for the
One sync.
other one?
Oh, the time
Yeah.
rings.
What's
The
the
time
argument?
rings.
Wait, what's
Hey,
the
Bradley
argument
one.
for why the past is also destroyed? I
Yeah,
grant
Hey,
yeah,
I
Bradley
know
yeah,
it's
Wait,
one.
destroyed.
hold
yeah,
Past
Broly,
yeah.
you
If you,
remember we were just
oh,
talking about the
stop.
time rings and
yeah,
how
if
they
you,
got destroyed?
yeah, if you
What's it
said it
called?
just, yeah,
The whole
yeah,
point
if you
of that
said it
whole
just,
argument is that if the whole point of the rings is that he can go back to the past, present, or future, and when Zeno destroyed the universe, the ring got destroyed. Therefore, what's it called? It was just. Oh, I had a fat ass brain for it. Holy shit, my bad.
It's
It wouldn't
talking.
make sense. It wouldn't make sense just for the present to be destroyed. Therefore, Zeno destroyed the past, present, and future
Yeah,
because the
bro,
ring
can you
is no
prove
longer
everything you
existing.
claim there? Can you show evidence? Do you got any stands for that?
is
Yes,
he
we
retarded?
sent,
Like
bro.
actually,
We sent, bro. Let,
No,
let's
Oh
talk.
I'm
yeah,
Let's
not
they
not be
did.
retarded.
They
dumb.
what we've
did.
been doing
I'm
for the
pretty
past
sure they
like
did. They
30
did
minutes.
send scans. Wait, hold on, wait. They did send scans for the what's it
The
called? The
ring.
ring being
I know
destroyed.
the time rings and shit. I know the time rings and shit. But I'm
Uh,
asking, can you prove that the
wait,
That
past?
that's the
Revive.
argument. That
Did you
is
send
he
scans for the
destroyed
ring being
it,
destroyed?
Yes, I sent
Uh,
it. Look at Scan's chat. I
and
yeah.
sent the
I
scan.
sent it as well. Like they
Yes, we
playing
both
dumb
sent the
now.
scan multiple times.
Yes.
I
Okay. Look.
literally
Okay.
sent
Yeah. The time ring. Wait. What does the time ring do again? It allows you to go
it
back in
to the
past.
past, present, or future of a set universe.
I ain't gonna cap, bro.
Said that. He said
It's
And
all
all
yeah,
time
happening.
if
ring.
that's wait, if that's destroyed, that just means that their way of traveling between
Bro,
time
okay,
is
I ain't gonna lie, no, this is irrelevant.
back in
He
time
said both.
line
Hold on, he
called.
said both. It allows them to go back into the past, present, and future. And then he also
Yeah,
said that
bro.
each time he said that each ring represents a space time continuum. He said both.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
the
The point
wait,
skin
I'm
that
wait,
trying
we
to
wait,
sent
wait,
and
wait,
Moto sent is the ring getting destroyed. That
wait,
means they're
wait,
no
wait,
longer
wait.
able to go
I'm
back
confused.
to the
Wait,
past
can
or the present or the
you prove the
future.
time rings? Can you prove the time rings represent
Okay,
in
I ain't gonna lie, he already said that in the point, bro.
Yeah,
And I
no, but
already
yeah,
Thank
sent
you,
the
thank
scan
you. Like
already,
he's
bro,
already
3
like
times.
he's arguing shit we've been
okay,
arguing about the whole time. Like, why are you
can you prove?
re-architating the point? We concluded, bro.
Can you prove? We can cut at one point, but look, can you prove that
Oh
the
my
time rings, the timers represent one individual timeline? Like one
bitch,
timer
we've
represents.
already sent the fucking scans. I'm
That's
not doing this
send me
shit.
the
The
scan. Send me
scan
the scan. I got
literally
send me the
says
scan.
it's a ring of time and that the purpose is to go through the past,
Yeah.
present, or future points and fucking time to the fucking parallel fucking world. Then when
Yeah,
Zeno
bro.
gets summoned in this world, he destroys everything. And Goku even says, wow, he destroyed the fucking universe. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
And
Look.
then we see
Okay.
that ring get destroyed. Wow. These are all implications that that universe, that timeline that we saw that Zamatsu and his buddies were in is
Yeah.
gone. And all
Yeah,
the
okay, because
events
then
of the
if he
past,
only,
present, and
if he
future
only,
are
yeah,
gone.
if he only destroyed the timeline that was
What's up,
Damn.
fuckers?
that was the present inside of that parallel world, like what would be the point of destroying the whole ring?
Wait. What?
Yeah, if
Oh
he
my
only
god,
No,
destroyed,
the
the,
ring
if he
the
only
exists for
destroying
time
the present
the
timeline for,
point is that the ring gets destroyed because it's representative of the timeline. So if the timeline gets
okay.
destroyed, then the ring also gets destroyed. So the
yeah,
ring
but
getting destroyed is independent.
that's not the ability of the ring though. It can go through all
Okay,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
not the
timelines.
say that,
ability
but
of the ring.
that's not what they argued though.
That
But hold on
allows
No,
though.
you.
no,
Can, can I can I finish?
they did
Can
argue
I
that.
finish the thought, bro? Shit.
You know,
The
he
entire point
didn't
is
Yeah,
that
argue if
the
the
evidence
how,
that
just because the
yo
present ended story
yo
that doesn't that means they can still go back to the past when it still existed.
Back
that's
to
But
the
the
oh,
future.
future. That's some
Exactly.
bullshit.
Exactly.
but if, what's it called? But if Zeno
But yeah,
destroyed
but
it,
yeah,
The
if
evidence.
Zeno stated to destroy everything, and what's it called? And the past is no longer exist to even time travel back to the past.
What?
what? Okay. Anyways, look.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Bro. Okay. So just to be clear, your reason for why that each ring represents one individual space time is that because when the timeline is destroyed, the ring is destroyed.
they're saying that it represents
Oh my
the
god, bro.
continuity of all the timelines that should exist. So like the past, present, and the future. So it would be only irrelevant to say like, oh, the current state of the timeline was destroyed, and therefore all the rings would be fucking destroyed. That makes no sense.
Wait. Okay. Okay. What? I'm so confused. Okay.
Oh my god. The rings
How does that? Wait.
represents
Stop.
the
Stop.
purpose of the
He
rings are to
wasn't
go
done. He
through.
wasn't done. He wasn't done.
Look.
Oh,
Okay. Just to be clear, what I'm asking for is where is the evidence that one ring represents one space
Let's
time? Because
conclude.
I'm pretty
another
sure.
Yeah,
Let's
impossible.
I
There's
ain't gonna lie.
conclude.
another
Listen,
ring
I ain't
of
gonna lie. I ain't gonna
time.
lie. I ain't gonna lie.
What?
Could there be another
Brawly,
parallel world that
I ain't
just
gonna lie. I don't
appeared?
know if y'all are ratting, but there's literally 7 rings or around that number that represents each timeline that they talked about in the fucking series. And they said they literally made the comment. I don't know if they saw this game. They made the comments that the universe being destroyed is evidence due to the fact that they destroyed the timeline and most like that there is some connection between the two.
I literally said it was another
Yeah,
ring, and he made a.
I grant that there's a connection.
Bro, bitch, then
Representation.
grant the scaling,
I
bro.
grant that
It
there's a
said that's
connection.
another ring. Could there be another one that just appeared? So each time a ring appeared, another parallel universe created. It literally, bro, you can't read, can you? Holy
Yo,
shit!
nigga, but look, I'm trying to conversate something like more intellectual. My bad, bro. Hey, but
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
No, bitch,
look,
sorry.
start
I
listening
don't
to
think,
fucking Ryan, nigga,
I
because
don't
he's
think, look,
telling you
I
the
don't think,
clues
look,
this entire time,
I
your
don't think,
dumb ass ain't putting them together,
I
bro.
don't, I
You've
don't.
been saying the same shit for
Why
30
are you
minutes. Like,
talking?
damn, bro. It is not this deep of a
Bro,
scale, just
can I
fucking
continue, please?
debunk it.
This game is more important than life. I can't lose.
Bro.
Can't.
Actually, bro,
Fuck
we can
this
just move on
fucking
to our book.
sword, bro. 'Cause no one
Yeah,
on my
bro, we
fucking
can move
team
on
with
to
a
our book.
fucking
Yeah,
fucking
book.
Okay, so
ability
y'all
fucking
grant the ability that
shit.
Zeno has.
Yeah, sure. We're just gonna
Uh,